In this short tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a wireframe for your template in Linelab Template Editor. First you will need to create an account and log in, which you can do in the top menu. I am already logged in, so I will continue with clicking on New Template. And now we will be customizing a blank template which is already predefined as a default Joomla template, and you will click Load Template, then click Customize Template button in the top menu and set up name for your template. And click Confirm. Now the first step is to set up a wireframe for your Bootstrap template. So you click Rows button in the right menu, and as you can see there are already some predefined rows which you can customize in the right menu right here. It is always good if you prepare some wireframe on paper or in Excel, just like I did. So this is basically the website that I want to create. This is the home page, and you will need to create template for home page, then for pages inside your website like blog, article, and other pages if you would like to create a template for eShop and so on. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to set up a wireframe for home page. So as you can see, we want to create first line with 3 boxes with 3 positions for modules. So I will use a box, which is right here, and I want to use 3 columns. So I use the slider to set up 3 sliders, and either you can do it manually like this by dragging and dropping the boxes, or you can use some predefined widths in the right menu, and I want to make them equally wide like that. You can also decide if you want to use a boxed template which has spaces on sides, or fluid container that goes from side to side like that. You can also choose that you want no gutters between no spaces between the modules like this. I'll leave it empty. At this moment we are setting up rows for desktop, as you can see here, but when we are done with desktop we will set up the design and wireframe for tablet and mobile. Okay, let's continue with the rows. We have just set up a box which is first row of our template. At this moment we want to create a second line that contains menu, a logo. If you want to create a menu that is top fixed, which means that it stays on the top like this when you scroll, you need to place this menu in C box. So I will skip the row B box for now and continue with C box. I wanted to have 2 columns in my C box, so I will make it like that. And I also want to use the boxed template, so I just change my A box back to boxed and continue further. Now we want to add breadcrumbs in the D box, which is also boxed and in 1 column like this. Then we want to use E box for slider, which will have only 1 column, and boxed, and I need to stretch it to the right like this. Always make sure that you have it stretched right to the end of the line. Now we want to use another line for 3 rows of banners. Even though you see 3 rows, I will use only 1 row in the template, because then later in the modules setting I can clone this line and it has the same settings, so you don't need to use 3 lines for this. We will use the F box, which is unpublished right now, and we'll make it quickly like boxed in 3 columns like that. So only 1 line for 9 banners on homepage. Now we will skip these and continue with K box, which is just below the main box, and we would like to create 2 positions there. One will be a little bit wider, and I just make it smaller for the gallery like that, maybe a little bit like this. Okay, now the next line will be testimonials in the L box, and this will be in 1 column, and again make sure you stretch the line, the Bootstrap size 1 like that. Okay, next line will be M box, and I will need 3 columns in there, again like that. And the last one will be footer in N box, which will be just 1 line, and it will be boxed again like this. I don't need S box and T box, so I will leave them empty, and I also don't need G box, and I don't need main box on home page with the boxes, so I just leave it empty and stretch it from side to side. So now we have ready the wireframe for desktop, and we will switch to tablet. As you can see, this looks bad at the moment, and we will fix it shortly. We have 3 rows there, and first one is language switcher, search box, and phone number. Tablet is quite wide, so I can keep it in 3 rows like that. Then logo and menu in C box can also stay with 2 columns. Logo, menu. Then breadcrumbs in D box, already fine. E box is slider, and we want it full width on tablet. F box are the banners that are in 3 columns, and we want to keep them in 3 like that on tablet as well, so I switched to this. Then we have, again, we will uncheck in the main box, we will uncheck the left box and right box and make sure this is from side to side. If we don't use any featured articles, this will be empty. K box. K box is text and gallery, which is in 2 columns on desktop, and we will keep it that way on tablet as well. Maybe a little more wider. Then testimonials will be also full width in L box, and I stretch it from side to side. M box are 3 columns, and we can keep them as 3 columns in tablet. part. You will see later on mobile that you can have different look on tablet and on mobile. So for now I want to keep it in 3 equally wide columns. And the last one is footer, which will be in 1 side, and then again make sure you stretch it from side to side. So this is tablet. The last step is we will, okay, just make sure you close the row before you switch to another device, and now we continue with mobile. And as you can see, we have language switcher, search box and phone number in mobile. If you want to hide some rows on mobile, you can just leave it empty, so do not place the module there, or you can uncheck it here and hide, for example, A box on mobile or B box. We will keep it like that, and maybe we will leave them in each one separate line. Then we have logo, which will be also full width in C box, and the menu will be also from side to side. D box is already fine. E box with slider is also fine. F box, we had 3 banners, or preferably 9 banners, and we will also keep them full width so they will be nice visible. Again, in main box we don't want to use left box and right box on the home page, so I leave it empty. And K box needs some fixing, again from side to side. And in L box it's fine. M box are the 3 columns that we use for contact info, links and social icons. So I will stretch it from side to side like that. And the footer is already good. So these are 3 views for whole page, and if you want to set up different view or template rows for other pages, you may switch here to category list, single article in component, featured articles, or other views like VirtueMart, PokerCard or K2 component. So that's it for now. This is the first step, and we will continue with a tutorial for setting up modules for this template.